Hey guys, and welcome back to Overland Tram. I'm Tom.
And I'm Aaron.
And today we're getting stuck into the exciting part of making this vehicle, this Toyota Land Cruiser, into a proper overland machine. Now, last week we got a lot of the mechanical stuff tidied up, and while that's really important, I think the exciting bit of the journey starts today. So we've got quite a lot of stuff here. Santa's been and delivered some presents. Aaron, what have we got to do today?
So we've got a few things here that got delivered. So we've got a front runner Slimline 2 roof rack, a front runner water tank that will sit in the rear footwell, and we have a couple of Odyssey batteries, AGM batteries, and a Red Arc DC to DC charger. So the plan is today is we're going to assemble and fit this roof rack, and we're also going to install the dual battery leisure battery system with hardwiring some USB sockets and some 12-volt sockets.
Awesome, let's get started. Awesome guys, so the roof rack is now on. It took a little bit longer than expected and took all three of us to get it up onto the top of the car. It's pretty heavy, it's about 40 kilos, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you're balancing it over the roof of the car, trying not to let it drop and fall through the sunroof, then yeah, it was a little bit of a challenge. So I didn't manage to get any footage of that, but it is now on the car. Aaron's here with me. How did it all go, and what's the plan from here?
So, like Tom said, it wasn't as straightforward as what we originally thought it was going to be, but we managed to get it on. We had a few issues with these mounting devices. We struggled with the particular problem was related to the gutter. So the gutter had this plastic kind of cover over the top of it. It didn't seem to be really doing anything. It was kind of falling off anyway, but it didn't allow the mounting bracket to correctly seat, so we couldn't quite get it on. So we removed that, and now it's going on like a treat. So we've also tested the weight of it. Polly very kindly volunteered to jump on the top of it, and it seemed to hold the weight well. So the plan is going forward, we want to get a couple of roof tents on here. So we're going to have one on the front, which is going to be folding out sideways, and the one on the back is going to fold out from over the back of the car.
Yeah, so these gutters initially don't look particularly strong. It just sits in what is basically a rain gutter on the side of the car there. And there's 6 points where this rack's attached, right? But while what we call dynamic weight is going to be somewhere in the region of what, 100? 110 kilos, that's the weight of the rack, 30 kilos, 40 kilos, and then 2 roof tents going to be up there. And the awning as well. That puts us right near the limit of this vehicle, which they say is about 100 kilos. That being said, when the vehicle's stationary, you're going to have 2 people up in those tents as well. Realistically, say on average they're 100 kilos each. Couple of blokes up there. We're talking about having 300 odd kilos up on the roof there. So. From what we've read, it should be absolutely fine. It's just when you look at these little gutters on the side, yeah, I'm not entirely convinced, but it seems strong and it seems fixed up there, and we have to trust the engineering here, I think, and yeah, let's get going with the next bit. So I don't know if you guys can see just here, but we're coming across a couple of problems already with this roof rack. I talked about the weight limit and the load limit, but so a couple of cracks have shown up since we've mounted this and had a bit of weight up on the top. One there, and then one round the other side of the vehicle. Just here, very different here. I'm not sure if it shows perfectly on camera, but the plastic, or metal I should say, but plastic coat has come away. Camera doesn't want to focus on it because it's a little bit too close, but the gutter has cracked in one location that actually, looking at it, there's slight signs of a crack coming just here as well. Now, obviously this rack is designed for this car, and the gutters are rated for the weight that we've had on it so far, but you know, we're just going to have a little look into what can be done to sort of strengthen that up. It might be that we need a little weld or an extra little bit of metal put in there just to make sure that the weight's supported, particularly when the vehicle's moving along, and that the rack is perfectly safe for use. So that side doesn't have a seam.
No problem on this side.
Because the one on the other side kind of looks like it could have been a seam from factory.
But you would see it on both sides, surely.
Yeah. It just seems strange that it would have cracked. I mean, where we've got it mounted, it is a little bit, the whole rack is quite far forward. So if you look at the whole vehicle, the gutter on this side ends right up there, with the crack being just under there. I wonder if it's actually from where we clamped the clamps on.
The clamping pressure's pushed it up.
It's pushed it up and squeezed that together. Because this crack here almost looks like it's pulled up rather than the weight of the rack has pushed it down. I don't think I'm not too concerned about it.
Find out when the rack collapses. Find out the hard way.
Okay, so it's a couple of days later and we've had a chance to have a little think about the slight cracking issue with the roof rack. We've had a talk about it, and we think that, you know, it's just from the compression from where we applied the brackets onto the top of the vehicle. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a little bit of weight up on the car today, starting with this awning. Now, we had a little bother getting this in, so I don't have any footage of that going on, but this actually came from another vehicle, so the brackets had to be adapted to get this onto the side of the rack.
So the plan is we're going to have 2 roof tents on this car, and the first one just arrived, so we're going to fit that today. So that's going to be fitted on the front, which is going to overhang a little bit over the edge of the rack. And then in future episodes, we're going to be adding the rear tent as well.
Awesome, let's get to it.
Hi, I'm Alistair. I'm the fourth wheel in our grand adventure to Australia. I've known Tom since our uni days, and my main job in this is to enable all our terrible ideas. So yeah, and I'm completely new to overlanding, so it's going to be a bit of an adventure for me. Here is the rooftop for our sexy Carlos, which we're going to be trying to get on today. It's 750 quid. I think that's bloody expensive, but it's pretty much the cheapest one on the market. So we'll see how well it goes. What we're going to find with our trip is that I'm going to try and save as much money as possible, while Tom wants to go and buy the top end stuff of everything. And we'll see which one works out better, Carlos or Alan. So let's get started with some unbox therapy with my sexy assistant, Aaron. Hello! There is something lovely about unboxing.
It's a nice feeling when you spend money. The spending part is not fun part, the unboxing bit is.
Too hot. There we go. Oh. Right, now we've got a better tool, let's get actually opening this.
see.
So the cover doesn't, you can't take the cover off on when it's on the roof?
No, you can, but I think I think you want to put it so it's on 3 sides. So it's only on one side. It's like slides and clips in.
Okay.
So you can fully remove it, but I think most of the time you just slop it off the side.
Yeah.
Or roll it up or whatever.
Right in the way.
I don't know. I haven't fully read the instructions yet. It's an adventure.
The first of many, Alistair.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is an adventure I've done before. I've built IKEA. Hashtag
This is
IKEA master.
Outdoor IKEA.
Exactly, it's better. It's also more expensive.
Substantially. How much was this again?
775 quid.
That is, and that is
I got the
cheap.
bonus
for-
like extension to, so I'm nice and dry when I descend from my ladder.
Alan British.
Alan's like the most British name.
Carlos is very
Are we basing this
continental.
Yeah, exactly.
purely on names and not at all on the actual vehicle?
Like Ecuador.
Look at this gorgeous thing.
Aaron or the car?
Both.
Have you seen
Excitement
this?
for tomorrow.
You mean bothering holes, Aaron?
What's this bothering holes? They're not very good.
Let's see.
Fudgy holes.
Look, they're all completely different locations.
Top quality, mate. That is top British engineering if I've ever seen it.
£750 version of these.
Alistair just looked very confused. What?
So funny. Then just all of them are in different places. This bracket is different size.
I'm very confused about orientation.
No,
That's
Alistair.
gonna be. This is.
Alistair's the front.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's right. So we need to come around the sides though, really, don't we? Oh, the front. Oh, so like this.
No, no, no. Like this has got to go over me.
So where you're holding, that's with the front of the car.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we need to hold on to the sides then. We can't lift it on by holding the front.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna just get it up on the corner first.
The wrong way around. Nah, I'd say put it down and lift correctly and then we can lift it.
Well,
Okay.
if I hold here, do you want to go?
I'll go.
Right. Yeah.
Realistic.
Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, man, strength.
Alright, guys. That's it. Right, do you want to rest it on that? Yep.
I don't think it is.
That's it.
So we're overhanging 45 inches, 46.
about perfect.
Can you measure both sides? It doesn't look right.
Yeah.
we need to square it up.
It's just
I sleep on this side of the tent. No, I've already had this.
better, Polly?
Yeah.
Does it even rest on?
And it needs to go more left. The whole
So
thing.
literally,
Where is it resting?
it's pivoting off this.
No, it does rest on. It doesn't.
Sorry.
Oh god, oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god, are you alright?
Did you get that? No. So we finally got success. Roof rack fully mounted. Everything's sort of on and correct. So that's a huge success. Small accident along the way where I managed to fall off the wall and stuff my knee up. But other than that, not too bad.
Unfortunately, I was in the way of the camera at the time, so we didn't quite capture it all on film,
So,
which
I
is
mean-
very disappointing.
Not entirely planned. I mean, so at least there's that. But no, other than my knackered knee, pretty good. I did a bit of the work. Aaron did a lot of it. The director and her assistant were less helpful, but you know, that's what we expect.
It's your tent.
So yeah, no, very, very happy. The only issue we've got with it is the ladder. The top rung isn't locking in place, and so it's not being able to give the support to the tent we like, but we'll contact the manufacturer and get it fixed. Otherwise, we're really, really happy with it. And it's gone on not too bad. So yeah, really pleased.
I can get in it. Can I get in it?
Go on then.
It doesn't have a panoramic.
Doesn't it? You need to. Oh, great. It's surely not supposed to do that.
Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow us for even more exciting content.
And also you can follow Tom on his OnlyFans account. He's desperately poor after spending far too much cut of money on Alan, and he's willing to pretty much do anything.
Hot.